jasonnewland.com. My name is Jason Newland, and this is Deep Sleep Whisper Hypnosis. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. Oh, it's quite warm in here. I've just closed the window so to keep it as quiet as possible. I might have to take my top off, but then I'll have to start showing my videos on OnlyFans. Oh. Vinny is in the background doing what he normally does. He likes to just watch his bum for some reason. I don't know what he expects to pop out of it. Like some kind of magic trick. He's like a cat waiting at a mouse hole. It's really strange. Ready to pounce. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes, if I haven't already said that. I've been saying that for 18 years, so I kind of sometimes forget when I said it. It's so automatic. I hope you're well. And just to let you know, my YouTube channel, if you're listening on a podcast, my YouTube channel is at Jason Newland, and I'll put the logo up there, I think. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, let you know that these recordings are available on my podcasts. I do 6 different versions, 1 with music, 1 without music, 5 10 hours with music, and 5 and 10 hours without music. They're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much everywhere. Also, my website, jasonnewland.com. All my latest recordings are on there. And if you want to find me on your podcast host, let's say you're on Deezer or TuneIn or wherever it is, if you go to my website, go into the menu and just click on whichever podcast host you listen to, or the app, click on that, and my podcasts are listed. Just click on which podcast you want and it will come up. So it will show you where it is, and then you can subscribe or add or whatever. Yeah, that's it really. I've also got a Facebook group called Jason Newland's Boring Group, and it's just a place for people that like what I do to get together. It's also a place you can post questions for my weekly Q&A Friday. And now Vinny's making as much noise as he can. I don't want to know what he's doing. I'm just going to focus on this. So, this is going to be a relaxation recording. And all I'm going to ask you to do is just be aware of now. Just not try to feel relaxed. Not try to fall asleep. Just sit or lie down. You don't have to have your eyes closed. Just resting in the moment. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm experiencing as I sit in this chair talking. Well, I can hear him in the background. myself a bath. A quick wash. They're never quick, he takes ages. He's got the cleanest bum on this planet, I tell you. I can feel the temperature of the room. It felt a little bit warm earlier, but I've got so many lights shining on me. 'Cause unfortunately I'm transparent, so you can't see me. You need lights. That didn't make sense. So that makes the room quite warm. Plus I've got the central heating on because it's super cold outside. I can hear the faint humming of the lights because they're, I don't know what they call halogen or something, so they're a little bit buzzy. I don't know why, it's a bit silly, but maybe it's because they're so bright. So I can hear that in the background. It's very faint, but I can hear it. I can feel my feet on the floor. The chair is supporting my body, so I can feel the backs of my legs resting on the chair. My calf muscles also leaning against the seat part. My buttocks, my lower back. I'm noticing my shoulders for some reason. And now my stomach's gurgling a little bit. There's no reason for that. Or maybe it's just because I've just eaten. Just because I've just eaten. Too many justs there. What I notice is when I just sit or just lie down, even if I'm not actually doing anything, like I don't visualizing or counting down or focusing on my different body parts or focusing on something else, there's still a sense of release, a feeling of calmness that naturally takes over your body. So what can you hear where you are? Perhaps you've got traffic outside, a plane going over, a UFO landing in the garden. Perhaps you've got a dripping tap in the bathroom. Even a dripping tap can be quite relaxing. Maybe it's that repetitiveness. So I can now hear a plane in the distance. It's always a good thing when it's in the distance because I don't want it to be too close. It's just going past, overhead. to have a calming effect on your mind. Maybe spend a few seconds noticing how your mind is. There's really not much going on inside my mind. That may not surprise you. I remember the first time I went to meditation, 2002. I sat there and I think they said, now we're just gonna, everyone just give yourself time to just empty your mind. And I shouted out, yep, ready, done. It's empty. Which probably wasn't very conducive to a relaxing environment for everyone else. I mean, they were pretty cool about it. It's my first time, but at the end of the first month, they did say to me, like, you know, we want you to keep coming to meditation classes, but please can you not disrupt the class, because other people are trying to concentrate. I said, what can I do to sort of make things right? How can I act differently? And they said, well, to start with, maybe you could stop playing the trumpet. And that tap dancing on Saturday was weird. I know we've got a nice wooden floor, but people are trying to relax and get in touch with their, I guess, their core, their inner core. I said, is it that it? Just a tap dancing and a trumpet? And she said, well, also the drum kit. Okay. Right, is there anything else? There's only really one other thing. I said, okay. She said, the karaoke. Perhaps if you didn't do the karaoke, if you didn't bring that machine with you. I said, come on. How's that not relaxing? She said, it could be relaxing, but you just keep singing Barbie Girl over and over again. I said, but it was a good song. She said, yeah, 1997, it was a good song, but not now, and definitely not in a shrine room when we're trying to meditate. I said, okay. I said, fair enough. Is it still okay if I bring my parachute? She said, you can bring your parachute, but it needs to stay inside the bag. There's not enough room. Last time you covered everyone with it, so you need to, keep it in your bag and maybe leave your bag outside in the hallway rather than bringing it into the meditation room. A lot of rules. To be fair, back for a while because I thought they're just so inconsiderate. So noticing how your mind is. Vinny's started to just fall asleep. I'm guessing he can hear me, because dogs have got good hearing, haven't they? Although he never seems to hear me when I'm telling him to stop, or to sit, or to come here. Never hears me then. But that seems to be, I quite like the idea of how animals seem to be able to get into that calm state so quickly. To just go from being active to still and peaceful so easily, so naturally. My eyes feel quite relaxed. How do your eyes feel? I mean, I got my eyes closed. I mean, technically, if you're watching a video, you could argue that, well, we know that, we can see. But then you might have your eyes closed, so you wouldn't know. Well, you wouldn't know if I was telling the truth, because I might have my eyes wide open. I might be standing here with some binoculars looking at the camera, which would be a weird thing to do. Not the weirdest thing I've ever done, but maybe you've noticed you were thinking about stuff before, but now it's gone. Maybe there was something that was bugging you before, but now doesn't seem so important. Your mind has changed. The thoughts have slowed down, and you haven't had to do anything whatsoever. Just allow yourself to enjoy that sense of comfort and feeling relaxed, because it really is a natural state that we are born with the ability to relax easily, because you've only got to just look at any baby and see how easily they go from being active to incredibly focused to relaxed, or even falling asleep so quickly. Admittedly, sometimes a baby's focus, where they're looking at you with their big eyes way too big for them, So maybe you'll have to wait a few more months before doing another card trick. Of course, not all babies are into magic tricks. So we're born with that ability to relax. We're born with the ability to focus and also just to let go and fall asleep naturally and easily. Look at how many kids, young children, can literally fall asleep while they're eating their dinner. Or maybe they're at a party, a family gathering, and they really want to stay awake because it's exciting. But it's 8 o'clock in the evening and it's an hour after their bedtime, and they're literally trying to hold their eyelids open, but they can't, and their head keeps flopping down, and they fall asleep. And then they wake up again and look around and fall asleep again. And then look out and look around with their huge eyes. I'm not saying it's like E.T., but more like a kitten, really. Because kittens have huge eyes, don't they? Do you know that Puss in Boots, the actor that does the voice, is it Bandura or Banbera or whatever, the Spanish actor? Whenever I hear him talk now, I just hear Puss in Boots. I just hear the cat. And some may say that that's not necessarily relevant to this recording. But everything can be relevant or irrelevant depending on what you need. I mean, somebody might be listening to this and this recording might be the first time that you've managed to just let go and relax really deeply while there's maybe background sounds and none of that stuff bothered you at all. And just by allowing yourself to be in this moment, you completely let go. And years from now, you may remember this recording, and it's not just the fact that you have relaxed deeply, but you remember Puss in Boots and the actor who does the voice, and for some reason when you think of a kitten with big eyes, you feel even more relaxed, even calmer. Loose and serene. Sometimes it's just nice to give yourself some time to just be here now without expecting anything and not needing anything, and accepting everything in this moment without judgment. And realizing when you're no longer trying to push thoughts away, and you allow them just to pop up when they want to. They don't seem to want to. When you allow your body to physically feel however it wants to feel, you may realize that your body actually wants to feel relaxed and peaceful. The muscles and the bones, your skin, your hairs, your eyes, your jaw, hands and feet, all your limbs, chest and your stomach, your spine, all the muscles of your back, your buttocks and your groin. There was a time when I first started doing these recordings, I was a little bit immature back then. I used to say some strange things, and I remember I struggled to say the word groin without laughing. I just started giggling. And I was very young, I was only in my late 30s. And now it's fine. Because that... Oh, wait a minute, no, I have to stop myself from laughing. Perhaps I'm not quite as adult as I thought I was. Not quite as mature. I just think it's good to include all parts of the body. I mean, I don't get too specific. I don't focus on individual toenails normally. Although that does seem like quite a good recording. Relax your toenails. Perhaps I'll do that tomorrow. I think that I kind of know that the relaxation is going quite well. If my body feels around the same level of comfort as my head and my face, when it feels as if the energy is just flowing easily and naturally, like your blood, like your oxygen, everything, the spinal fluid, everything has your best interest at heart and just wants you to be happy and healthy, wants to look after you. And your mind, I don't know about your mind, but mine is very peaceful. It just shows you that I don't even need to use my mind to talk. And I don't know what I'm going to say from one second to the next. I just hope for the best. And if I run out of things to say, my backup plan is I just get my cymbals out, start smashing them together. That should help everyone to relax more. My backup plan is the harmonica, but to be fair, I don't think the harmonica is very relaxing. Not the way I play it. I should just start trying to use my mouth. What I like about this is my breathing always slows down. And it's not because I'm trying to slow down my breath. I don't even really focus on my breath. It happens naturally. And the breathing becomes deeper naturally. Sometimes I imagine that when I breathe out, I'm releasing any remaining stress or toxins out of my body. And when I breathe in, I'm breathing in deep relaxation and healing energy. Some other times I just can't be bothered. I'll just sit here or lie down and let everything just happen in its own time. Have trust in your own ability to let go and relax naturally. Let go and relax easily. Peacefully. It feels nice. I've not even really been noticing any of the outside sounds. yourself, because you deserve to be happy. Lots of love.